ready? Are we on? Hold on. Oh. Salud. Welcome to Colorado's 2020 Bilingual Educator and Advocate Awards. My name is Jorge García, and I'm so happy to be with you tonight, even though looking around the room, I feel like I'm just a little bit overdressed. But you know what? I feel good. And I think that it's a time to get dressed up and to celebrate Colorado's bilingual educator and advocates. It's a great time for us to celebrate because it's been a very difficult time throughout the year. And our educators have been working overtime to ensure that our bilingual students and the communities and the educators and the school systems that they serve are served well. These educators that we are recognizing tonight have done a phenomenal job. Actually, educators across the state have done a phenomenal job. And these educators are among the best, and they always deserve our recognition. During the past year, they have had to plan, replan, monitor, adjust, readjust, go back, go online, go back. And throughout this time, what we've seen is educators who are saying, what more? How else can I help? And for that, we're celebrating tonight. We have given out scholarships to students who deserve to continue their studies, graduate students, college students. We've given out grants to teachers and communities who want to continue their programs recognizing biliteracy and biculturalism. And this work is only possible with your support. So we ask that you continue to support us by donating tonight and throughout the year. But tonight specifically, we want you to show these educators just how much they mean to all of us and how important they are to the continued success of all of our communities. Let's celebrate tonight together, and without further ado, on with the show.
Buenas noches a todos. Welcome. My name is Lucinda Soltero Gonzalez, and I serve on the board of directors for Colorado CABE. Thank you everyone for joining us for a night of recognitions and celebrations. We are here tonight to honor outstanding educators, leaders, and advocates for bilingual communities across the state of Colorado. We have prepared an hour-long program where we will present the winners of this year's awards and share information about what this amazing organization does to support our community. Joining me tonight as co-hosts are my dear colleagues and friends, Sofia Chaparro and Sandra Lu Bonanno.
Buenas noches a todos, bienvenidos a los que sintonizan por Facebook, a los que están aquí en Zoom. Welcome everybody. We have an amazing program planned for you tonight. And throughout the night, we'll be reminding you to please support the amazing work of CO-CABE by donating. You see the link on the chat, and it's cocabe.org/donate. I pass it on to you, Sandra.
Hi, muy buenas noches. My name is Sandra Lu Bonanno, and it has been an absolute joy to be a part of this planning committee for CO-CABE Gala 2020. I invite you all to stay with us for the entire night as we have a long night of prizes donated by our local Colorado businesses. So if you will please go ahead to cocabe.org/prizes. We'll be having a raffle all throughout our night as we celebrate our award winners.
Buenas tardes, friends and colleagues. My name is Peter Vigil, and I want to start off by welcoming everyone who is able to join this evening as we recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of our allies in the field who share our commitment to bilingual education. In my role as chair of the Student Scholarship and Educator Grant Awards Committee, I have the professional privilege of helping to provide financial support to both the next generation of bilingual teachers and the innovative projects and plans of current bilingual teachers in the field. I'd like to remind everyone that CO-CABE offers college scholarships at both the graduate and undergraduate level, and a 4-year undergraduate scholarship for one lucky CO-CABE scholar. You can find more information about the criteria and due dates for the scholarship applications at our CO-CABE website. Applications for the 2021-2022 academic year are due spring 2021. In addition to our student scholarships, CO-CABE is pleased to be able to offer financial awards of up to $1,500 for current educators in the field who need additional resources to implement promising projects or practices for the bilingual communities they serve. We were purposeful this year in scheduling the due dates for our final round of educator grant awards to fall after our CABE Gala, so that we could promote and encourage participants who are joining us this evening to apply for the awards. You can find additional information and details about the Educator Grant Awards at our CO-CABE website, and I would be happy to provide any additional information if you wish to contact me in person. My name and CO-CABE email is at the bottom of this slide. Both CO-CABE scholarships and the Educator Grant Awards are funded by the generous contributions of our allies and colleagues across the state. Our CO-CABE Gala is traditionally our largest source of funding for both of these programs. I would like to encourage everyone to consider donating what you might have spent this evening on those fancy new shoes or even a round of cervezas to the table to the cause. Every little bit helps, and you can rest assured that every penny goes to a good cause. Speaking of which, it is my pleasure now to introduce you to our current CO-CABE scholar, Natalia Morales. And once again, thank you all for joining us this evening.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Natalia Morales, and I have the honor of being the 2019 CABE Scholar. I am currently a sophomore attending CU Boulder. I'm working on my undergrad, and my ultimate goal is to get into a law school and become an immigration lawyer. CO-CABE is an incredible organization that I found out about with the Proud to be Bilingual essay contest when I was a freshman in high school, actually. So it's just a very full circle kind of moment, and they've supported me and pushed me and helped me to grow in so many ways that I could have never imagined possible. It's just hard enough academically and emotionally, not to mention financially. So it's just incredible that CO-CABE has been here for me every step of the way. Financially, of course, with this very generous scholarship, which I'm so very grateful for. And thank you so much for choosing me. And emotionally and academically, they always want to see us succeed. So thank you to everyone and anyone who is here tonight making this event possible. Thank you to all the donors, and thank you to CABE for helping me and many other students just like me reach our dreams.
just so wonderful to hear from Natalia and students like her who are at the center and the core of all that we do. And if you can believe it, we've already arrived at our first raffle opportunity. Our first prize is from Tattered Covered Bookstore, and 2 lucky audience members will be winning a $25 gift certificate for bilingual books from Denver's renowned local bookstore on 16th Street Mall. Lucy, will you help us randomly select the winners for our first prize?
I sure will. And we are using the latest technology for picking our prize winners tonight. So our first lucky winner for a $25 gift card from the Tattered Cover is Denise Suarez. Denise Suarez, congratulations.
And who's our second lucky winner?
The second winner is, I have my number here, and it's for Christine Lasser. Woohoo, Christine! We'll be in touch with you to send you your prizes.
Thanks so much for participating. And via email, we'll be sure to reach out as well, like Lucy said. As we move into the award process, I just wanted to give you a bit of a background. The award recipients tonight have been nominated by the Colorado bilingual community. We were touched by the amount of nominations this year by numerous deserving educators and community activists who work to advance bilingualism and to serve bilingual communities around Colorado. If the individual that you nominated did not receive an award this year, please do consider nominating them for CO-CABE, fingers crossed not virtual, Gala 2021. Teachers serving in bilingual and bicultural education and instruction often demonstrate a passion for la lucha and a heart for the bilingual and bicultural communities they serve. Maria Julieta Cavallo has most definitely demonstrated thoughtful and informed compassion for students and families who attend Eagle County schools by ensuring them opportunities to thrive in and out of the classroom. In her nomination, Julieta was described as truly the most amazing teacher and community advocate. Not only is Julieta the Spanish lead for our dual language program, but she also runs our school's Reunión Hispanic, writes the Rincón Primario weekly and Vail Daily to keep our community informed, heads the Neighborhood Navigator program, delivers meals to families, and has even created a water system so families in Mountain View Trailer Park could have fresh, drinkable water. Please join me in celebrating the CO-CABE Bilingual Teacher of the Year, Maria Julieta Cavallo.
Hello, my name is Maria Julieta Cavallo. First, I want to thank you for choosing me. It's an honor for me to be recognized by this organization, CABE. I'm a teacher and educational psychologist graduated in Argentina. I have been working at Edwards Elementary School for 17 years. I started being a kindergarten teacher for many years, then second grade teacher, and my actual position is Spanish lead at Edwards Elementary School, plus with the COVID time, I'm a first grade teacher too. Amo lo que hago y es sumamente importante para mí estar involucrada no solo con mis alumnos, sino también con sus familias y con la comunidad en la que vivo. The school community I am working for brings me many good things, and one of them is letting me help. I'm fortunate to be accepted by different cultures, and I'm proud to be una hispana leader in my community. I write for the newspaper in a space called Rincón Primario, so that Hispanic families are updated with what is happening in Eagle County. Also, I'm in contact with different organizations around the valley to support and help families in need. Cumplí mi deseo de crear un grupo hispano de familias en la escuela de Edwards, que no dejan de sorprenderme con su entusiasmo y su positivismo permanente. Y como siempre le digo a las familias y a los papás de la escuela, no hay que agachar la cabeza. El idioma no tiene que ser un impedimento. Tú puedes. Saber que uno puede es lo más importante. Thank you very much.
ELD teachers play a major role in the fight to underscore the multilingual and multicultural strengths of students and communities of color in schools. Our next award winner was described as just this, a teacher who brings rigor, light, and collaboration into the learning environment by focusing on students' strengths and cultural and linguistic gifts. The nominator described how Mr. Teres ignites engagement, sustains authentic learning, and creates an environment in which students feel welcomed, supported, included, and honored for who they are and who they wish to be. His instruction sustains students' cultural and linguistic identities while growing language proficiency and academic success. He has threaded collaboration in a school where ELD programming was isolated by providing colleagues professional development and coaching conversations. Mr. Terry's actions have helped emergent bilingual students become active participants and proud of their languages and cultures as collective groups and as individuals. Please join me in honoring the English Language Development Teacher of the Year, Sam Teres.
Hello, my name is Sam Teres, and I am humbled and honored and thankful to accept the 2020 CO-CABE English as a Second Language Teacher of the Year Award, which is a tremendous mouthful to say, but I'm thankful and it is truly an honor. This is the best job in the world. No one can ever change my mind about that. What other job can you work with such wonderful kids and wonderful families and truly make a difference in people's lives? I just love this job. I would like to thank the English Language Development Director for Douglas County School District, Remy Rummel, for being a wonderful support and tremendous advocate for us ESL teachers and our students. And also for nominating me for this award, so thank you for that. I would also like to thank the ELD team leads, Cindy Close and Becky Core, for also being such wonderful supports and advocates and really furthering my own professional development, and for all the ESL teachers and all the teachers in Douglas County School District. I'd like to thank my building admin, John Veit, Matt Pomey, and Russell Laux, and Christine Streander for being wonderful supports as well, and really working with me and finding the best solutions on a daily basis for my students. And of course, I would like to thank my beautiful wife, Michaela Teres, fellow educator, and someone I've been on this journey with her for a long time, back from when we were first married and working on our master's degrees together up until now, and far into the future, I'm sure. She's been my partner in crime, and I am very thankful for her. So thank you all for being part of my life. And again, thank you for this award.
Hi, my name is Vanny Miramontes Marquez. I teach at Monroe Elementary School, 4th grade. I am endorsed in the Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Education through the University of Colorado, Denver. I knew I wanted to teach specifically in elementary schools because teaching somebody how to read and write is incredible.
What is a wheel? Yo quiero que tengas una buena idea de lo que es una rueda.
When I started taking classes like the Culturally Linguistic Diverse Education class, I knew that was for me. I was already thinking about when I have my own classroom, how I want to incorporate both languages in there. Some of the practices that I learned were to use things like body language, videos, pictures, realia that helps multilingual learners develop their languages.
La fuerza que das aquí, mira, esto lo subes.
There is a very big importance of embracing the student's native language in the classroom because you are supposed to use the strengths of the students in order to develop anything, content and language. That is a very important asset to their academic development. Their language is the basis of it all. You don't want to do a disservice to a student and lower your expectations due to language, and that taking those courses prevents you from doing that. I am a DPS alumni. I grew up in Denver Public Schools. Now I get to teach at Denver Public Schools, and that gives me the great advantage of showing them I was sitting where you are sitting, and now I'm teaching you. I want to show them that if I can do it, and if I did it, and if I'm doing it, they can do it as well. I wanted to be the best teacher that I could be, and the only way to do that is to be able to use language adequately and celebrate it within the classroom in order to be able to develop those multilingual learners' academic success.
Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia Trinidad-Sheahan and I am one of the CO-CABE scholarship recipients. I am currently in my student teaching year, a semester away from receiving my teacher licensure and the first degree in my family. I am a first-generation student who came into the university in 2016 not knowing what my path would be. My journey began when coming across the Next Gen program offered by CU Denver. The moment I started my internship, I realized the immense passion I had for teaching. I was teaching in a nearby community from where I grew up. The values I had grown up believing in were the same values my students were becoming. One of my biggest beliefs is the importance of recognizing diversity in language and in culture. My native language is Spanish, and I did not acquire the English language easily, which was one of the biggest connections I had with my students. I resemble them by having disliked so much ELD time during elementary school. I resemble them when I simply could not understand what a short and a long vowel were. I resemble them when participating in essentials but not understanding the tasks. I resemble them when year after year I sat through standardized tests, wanting nothing more but to do what I was being asked to do, yet not comprehending the directions. They are the reason why I now have a passion for bilingual education. Although I continue to learn and become fluent in the English language, through the years I have gained confidence and love for both languages. My biggest goal is to teach in an ELIS classroom, more specifically in an urban community where I can welcome the different cultures and support those language barriers. I plan to stay within the community I grew up in and assist the different journeys. My journey continues, and I hope to become that culturally inclusive educator that supports students from various experiences and various cultures. The CO-CABE scholarship has allowed me to solely focus on completing my teacher residency and become the best teacher I can be to support language learners through my courses. In difficult times like these, I would not have been able to continue my education without the support of my scholarships. It is a privilege of mine to attend school as it was not an opportunity for my parents. And as my mother would say, con ganas todo se puede. Thank you, CO-CABE, for making this possible.
Así es, con ganas todo se puede. It is amazing to hear about Cynthia's trajectory and the work she's doing now. And there are so many young people like Cynthia all over the state who are eager to give back to their communities. So please donate to CO-CABE today to support even more students like Cynthia to do great work in our schools and for our students. And we wanted to take a moment to recognize that Julieta and Sam are with us tonight. So if you can wave at us. Hola Julieta, felicidades.
Muchas gracias. Es una emoción. Felicidades, Sam.
Hola, Sam. Felicidades.
Hola. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We really appreciate it. And to your friends and family that are with us through Zoom or through Facebook supporting you, we're so proud of you and we're so happy to give you these awards tonight. Okay, and now it's time for another raffle. So this time it's going to be to a wonderful small business called Green Roots Meals, owned by 2 Mexican women here in Denver. And Green Roots Meals is perfect for those nights when you don't have time to cook. You just get their meals out of the freezer and they send you prepared, frozen, super authentic Mexican food like carnitas, picadillo, rajas con queso. It's delicious. That's what I'm having for dinner pretty much every night this week. So we have 2 lucky winners of $25 gift certificate. Lucy, ¿está lista la tómbola?
Okay, so here we go. The second prize for the night. That's my number. And the lucky member of the audience to win a $25 gift certificate from delicious Green Roots Meals is Lauren Candy. Congratulations, Lauren. And the second one goes to number 20, Cristina Bernal. Amiga, felicidades.
Felicidades. We hope you enjoy your Green Roots meals. And for everybody else who's curious to try them out, there is a $5 coupon if you go to cocabe.org/greenroots. And now let's move on with the show. Winners, we will contact you via email.
Next award honors the CO-CABE Bilingual Paraprofessional of the Year, Andrea Venzor. The CO-CABE board recognizes the important role that a bilingual instructional assistant can play in the lives and education of emerging bilingual students. Andrea has distinguished herself as a caring leader and outstanding assistant who plays an active role in her community at Ashley Elementary in Denver Public Schools. Andrea has been nominated because of her superior talent in working with students in early childhood classrooms. Her colleagues describe her as a caring educator who always puts her students first and has a unique and strong connection with all families in her school. Andrea is being recognized because she has been a pillar in her school community by building strong relationships with all its members. Please join me in congratulating the 2020 CO-CABE Bilingual Paraprofessional of the Year, Andrea Venzor.
Muchas gracias. Es un honor recibir este premio. Gracias a CABE, la Asociación de Educación Bilingüe de Colorado, por luchar por una educación bilingüe de calidad, por nosotras y por nuestros estudiantes. Gracias al director Haslander y a la maestra Charlotte Brauker por haber creído en mí hace 13 años, cuando empecé mi carrera en la educación. Desde entonces, la escuela Ashley es mi casa y es mi familia. Gracias a Sandra, la primera maestra con la que trabajé, que me aconsejó que nunca deje de luchar por la comunidad hispana. Este premio lo comparto con Irene Lázaro, mi compañera de salón, mi amiga, mi familia y mi consejera gratis. Gracias porque tenemos la misma visión de lo que queremos para nuestros estudiantes y lo damos todo cada segundo. Gracias a mi esposo y a mi hijo por ser mi motor y compartir conmigo todo lo malo y bueno. Los amo. Yo nunca imaginé ganar un premio tan importante como este, porque de donde yo vengo, la educación no está disponible, no hay escuelas ni maestros. Es importante luchar porque los niños y niñas hispanos de hoy en día conserven el español como parte de su cultura, pues quiero contribuir a evitar que las familias se quiebren por no poder comunicarse. Por todo esto, cada día me levanto dando lo mejor de mí a cada carita que tengo enfrente y viendo qué puedo hacer para que ese niño sea mejor. En nuestro salón hay un lema: tú lo intentas y tú puedes. Este premio se lo dedico a mi hermana, que partió hace poco por el coronavirus. Gracias. Thank you.
I'm back. So, Andrea, impresionante. Muchísimas gracias por todo lo que usted hace. Cynthia, all of you. You remember Natalia talking to us earlier? One of the things that she didn't mention was that we first met Natalia when she won the Orgulloso de Ser Bilingüe, Proud to be Bilingual, the Kathy and Manuel Escamilla Bilingual Essay Contest. This is a contest in which students write essays at different grade levels and win small cash prizes. But it allows them the opportunity to express their love of language and their love of culture and the education that they've received so far. This is one of the programs in which we reach out and touch students directly. This is one of the programs that has been going on since the 1980s and that you help support with your donations. Another thing that we have recently begun that is really providing a great forum for students to participate in and to demonstrate their academic knowledge is our concurso de deletreo en español. We have a state Spanish spelling bee contest, and we ask students from across the state to compete at the local level so that then they can come together at the state level and compete to become state Spanish spelling bee champions. And beyond that, CABE supports this program, but also we send the top 3 winners to the national Spanish spelling bee competition that moves around the country. We've been fortunate to be able to host that national Spanish spelling bee right here in Colorado, only the 3rd location in the country that has been a host. And that's done for our students and for their families so that they can demonstrate their abilities, their talents, their knowledge and love of the Spanish language. And this is possible with your donations. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm loving all of the contestants, all of the award winners that we've seen tonight. And that's just me forgetting that they're award winners and not contestants. It's not the wine that you saw me drinking earlier. I already stopped that, okay? Let's go on. Thanks.
School leaders play an active role in their communities, and a great leader can make a long-lasting impact on the lives of many. Our next award celebrates the Educational Leader of the Year, Amy Fairbanks. Amy was described as a passionate leader, collaborative, and one who ensures everyone's voice is heard. One of her nominators had the following to say: I have been teaching language learners in this district for 18 years, but from the first day Amy took over as a director of our diverse team, I knew things were going to change for the better. Amy brought with her a passion for equity, a history of advocating for students' rights, and boundless compassion. Her impact on me, and I am sure many other teachers in our district, was immediate, as there was a renewed sense of urgency to advocate for our emerging bilingual students and our entire Latino community. Join me in congratulating Amy Fairbanks as the CO-CABE Educational Leader of the Year.
When I saw the letter in my inbox that said I was selected for CO-CABE's Educational Leader of the Year, I was speechless. I just sat there and I wasn't sure if it was real. And I honestly have no way of sharing the depth of what this recognition means to me. CO-CABE has been a part of my entire career. This organization has given me mentors, inspiration, education, and encouragement for 25 years. I never dreamed of ever receiving an honor such as this. My first CABE conference was about 25 years ago, and that's when I met Jorge García, who has become my mentor over all these years. And I remember that conference very well. I was sitting right in front of Dr. Jim Cummins, and I listened to him speak, and I was a newbie, so I didn't understand a thing he was saying, and I wanted to, so I started to get my master's in bilingual education. That same year, I was able to witness Dr. Kathy Escamilla as the president of NABE, and I was hooked. I was convinced that bilingual education, and I still believe it strongly, is the only and best way to ensure equity in education for emerging bilingual students. I am truly the lucky one. I get this award, and it's actually going to be a memory and memento of all the amazing people with whom I work in Roaring Fork schools. And I want to accept this award by giving gratitude to them, my colleagues. This is really about them. They are the experts in their field. They're advocates for students and families. They collaborate and communicate with each other in order to provide the best high-quality instruction and programming that they can. They keep their eye on equity, they're dedicated, and they're committed. They inspire me to keep trying hard to reach that goal of equity. So thank you for this. And finally, I want to dedicate this award to my daughters, Rebecca and Tabitha. They are my air in my life. They unknowingly or knowingly have given up family time with me to allow me to work for others. You know, educators' kids, they get up early, they stay late, and sometimes come second to work. They are my heroines in my life story. Rebecca and Tabitha, I love you. Thank you, CABE. Thank you, colleagues. And thank you, Rebecca and Tabitha.
I'm Lizari Rodriguez, professional harpist. I would like to thank the Colorado Association for Bilingual Education for inviting me to perform at this awards ceremony and support their fundraising efforts. I have wonderful memories of Colorado from the time when my husband and I lived there during his doctoral studies at CU Boulder. Congratulations to all the award winners. Now I would like to perform for you a piece from Paraguay. The title is Cascada, in English, Waterfall, and it was written by Digno García.
Buenas noches. Yo soy Doctora Tania Hogan, and I lead the Advocacy Committee for CABE. The purpose of the CABE Advocacy Committee is to support CABE by advocating for the organization as well as for dual language education, high-quality culturally and linguistically diverse education, and civil rights of emerging bilingual students and communities and the educators who serve them. We achieve this by educating the public regarding the effectiveness of dual language programs, the value of bilingualism and biculturalism, and the civil rights of different communities. Some of the recent work our committee is involved with is attendance at the CDE K-12 advocacy meetings with Commissioner Anthes to get updates and have our voice represented at the table while providing feedback on upcoming initiatives. As part of our mission, we advocate at a national level in support of equitable educational policies. We submitted an endorsement and resolution on behalf of the CABE board in support of Proposition 16 in California, which will restore equal opportunity policies to permit students, regardless of sex, race, ethnicity, or national origin, to access social and economic opportunities to achieve their highest potential. We have created a CO-CABE leadership initiative with Drs. García Escamilla, Manuel Escamilla, and Jorge García, in which they are serving as mentors to 5 Latinx leaders in the state to nurture, inform, and guide the next generation of leaders and advocates in bilingual education. As a collective group, we are working on documenting the most pressing issues regarding the teaching of emerging bilinguals in our state, ensuring that our state stakeholders are informed advocates, memorializing the history of CO-CABE, writing white papers published by CO-CABE. If you are interested in supporting our advocacy work and joining our committee, please contact me at tania.hogan@cocabe.org. Gracias por su apoyo.
Are you looking for the right piece of art to brighten your home or office? Arturo García Fine Art has what you're looking for. Arturo García is an artist specializing in painting colorful portraits, animals, and nature. His love for color gives his style a unique perspective on both the subject and his media of preference, which is applying oil color on canvas with palette knives, leaving an exciting combination of abstract within the figure. His work has been showcased in different galleries and museums, including the Denver Art Museum, the Butterfly Pavilion, and CU Boulder. You can find his work at the Denver Art Society, among other galleries in Denver. Make his work part of your collection. Visit www.arturogarciafineart.com to find out more.
Beautiful performance by Lizari Rodriguez, puertorriqueña. Gracias, Lizari. And now, Arturo García. Mucho talento el de los Garcías, ¿no, Jorge? Arturo García is an amazing artist. He's a Mexican painter who lives here in Denver. And he's also a published author in Spanish and English and a great storyteller. Arturo believes in the power of being bilingual, and he donated a beautiful G-clay titled, hard to see, titled Pájaro en Mano, Bird in the Hand, which you can take home tonight. Well, sort of. Please donate tonight to cocabe.org/donate, and remember to comment on our forum at cocabe.org/prizes for a chance to win a prize tonight, either this beautiful piece of art or other prizes that we are giving away. Stay connected through the end when we will announce the winner of this beautiful piece of art. And now, let's take a moment to congratulate Andrea and Amy again. Andrea and Amy, we would like to spotlight you para darles un fuerte y merecido aplauso. Gracias. There is Andrea. Yes. Felicidades, Amy.
The Colorado Association for Bilingual Education is proud to offer a professional development webinar series made to support educators with in-person and virtual instructional strategies and resources for emerging bilingual students. Every webinar is followed by a CO-CABE Café. During these cafés, the hosts provide a space for educators to further discuss the concepts presented during the Si Se Puede webinar, as well as to build community among educators across the state of Colorado and beyond. The series is offered every 6 to 8 weeks and is promoted via email, on the CO-CABE website, and on social media. All live webinars are recorded and shared on the CO-CABE website. Our next live webinar, titled Dual Language Instruction Across In-Person and Remote Settings, will be hosted in early November. Thank you in advance for spreading the word about these free professional learning opportunities.
Community service requires dedication, action, and talent, but most importantly, passion for making the world a better place. Dr. Cynthia Trinidad-Sheahan is being honored tonight as a recipient of the 2020 CO-CABE Federico Peña Community Service Award. Throughout her career as a teacher and educational leader, she has been a role model for compassion and service to her community and an agent of change for schools in Colorado. Dr. Trinidad-Sheahan was born and raised here in Colorado. She earned her teaching degree from UNC, her master's degree from CU Boulder, and her doctorate from CU Denver as part of the first doctoral cohort in leadership for educational equity in Latinx school communities, the largest cohort ever of individuals of color to receive a doctorate degree from any university in the U.S. CO-CABE honors Dr. Trinidad-Sheahan with this award because of her courageous advocacy for educational equity, immigrant rights, and fair policies and programs for emerging bilingual students in our state. Her nominator described her as one of Colorado's first-class leaders in the field of bilingual education and a steadfast advocate of the Latinx community. Please join me to congratulate this year's recipient of the CO-CABE Community Service Award, Dr. Cynthia Trinidad-Sheahan. Cynthia, felicidades, y seguimos en la lucha.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cynthia Trinidad-Sheahan, and I am humbled and grateful to receive the Federico Peña Community Service Award. I receive it with great gratitude, first to my grandparents Ernesto and Felipa Trinidad, who came from Mexico, who came and settled in Loveland, Colorado to create a life regardless of what society was saying about being Mexican or the limitations society tried to put on them. I am grateful to my parents, Felix and Sandra Trinidad, who taught us to never accept being treated poorly and for us to never accept being excluded just because we were Mexicano, Chicano, Latino. With great gratitude to my husband, Sten, our kids, Amanda, Shelby, and Cody, for all the times that they went marching with Mom, for knocking door to door on No on 31, which was a fight to stop English only, all the conferences to learn about Chicano history, and all the nights of waiting for me to get home from school, or the times that I had to study, or the times when Mom just had to say something. The BUENO Center for My Education, my UCD Latinx Doctoral Cohort Familia from 2019, and my colleagues and friends who know that I stand up for what is right, for using my voice to tell your story and to always do what is right. My hope and my goal is to continue to be an example for my community, for my students, and for my familia. I want them to never forget where they came from and to honor the stories that we've handed down generation to generation, to never lose who they are, to never leave who they are at the door, and to speak up for justice no matter what. I challenge them and the next generations to get involved to make a difference. Porque somos fuerte y sí se puede, mi gente. Gracias.
In order to have well-prepared and knowledgeable teachers, we must have those who work to prepare and inspire them in their journey towards becoming teachers and master teachers of bilingual students. Because of this, CO-CABE created the Higher Educator of the Year Award, and we are pleased to honor Dr. Sandra Vutivlosky in its inaugural year. Dr. Vutivlosky was born and raised in Colorado. While this year she made the move to El Paso, Texas to take a position as an associate professor at UTEP, for many years she was an associate research professor at CU Boulder and served as deputy and interim director of the BUENO Center. Dr. Vutivlosky worked on the Literacy Square project for many years and also directed the Teachers Improving Dual Language Education project. In fact, because of her leadership, over 50 teachers in DPS received a full scholarship to earn a master's degree and bilingual specialist endorsement. The majority of these teachers are Latinas and Latinos, and all of them work with bilingual students across DPS. So please join me in celebrating Dr. Sandra Vutivlosky as our Higher Educator of the Year.
Greetings, everyone at the Colorado Association for Bilingual Education. I am thrilled and at the same time humbled to accept this wonderful award as the CO-CABE Higher Education Educator of the Year. Thank you to the individuals that nominated me and to the CO-CABE board for recognizing the work I have done at the BUENO Center and the University of Colorado Boulder to support and advocate for bilingual education. Of course, it goes without saying that I have not and do not work alone in these efforts. While my parents are not physically in this world, I thank my mom for insisting on making me always speak to her in Spanish and for my dad's encouragement to use my bilingualism as I sought a career path. I also want to thank my sister and brother for their patience and ongoing support, and to my son, who lights up my world. I started my career in education as a bilingual paraprofessional in the Denver Public Schools in 1997. For 10 years, I served as a bilingual classroom and Descubriendo la Lectura teacher in DPS. I moved on to pursue my doctoral degree at CU Boulder because I was motivated to gain the knowledge, research skills, and ability to advocate for bilingual programming for emerging bilingual learners. Since working at CU Boulder, I have worked with many dedicated bilingual educators in Colorado. I am grateful for all of those opportunities, especially the times teachers opened their classrooms to me. Those experiences profoundly inform my teaching and research. Like Colorado CABE, I have and continue to strive toward using my work and scholarship to shift deficit perceptions of bilingual learners to asset-oriented ones that acknowledge their full potential, and to promote bilingual and biliteracy education as a means towards achieving equity in education, something that every student has a right to in our nation. Despite our physical distance from one another, especially now that I am in El Paso, I hope that we can continue to stand together and support our teachers, families, and students with the commitment to pursue social justice in these challenging times. Thank you, Colorado CABE, for the extraordinary work you do to advocate for and defend bilingual education in Colorado and beyond. Sigamos la lucha y viva la educación bilingüe.
Let's take a quick moment to recognize the amazing leaders and doctoras that have just won these two very special awards for Colorado. All right. Thank you so much, Cynthia and Sandra. Our next prize tonight is a $25 gift certificate from Raíces, one of the first Latino-owned breweries. Because of their mantra, community, culture, and cerveza, Raíces is always holding community events that center people in award-winning beer. Lucy, who's our first award winner?
Elsie. And the next award winner for a $25 gift certificate from Raíces is number 17, and that goes to Gabriela García. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And a second one?
We do. So our second prize is a private tour for two from Dos Luces, a brewery that uses pre-colonial brewing methods. Dos Luces prioritizes Latinx communities, learning, and languages. Be sure to check out their Peruvian chicha. Lucy, who's our lucky winner for this private tour?
Vamos a ver. Me quedó la bolita. Okay. So, number 14, Adriana Alvarez.
Adriana, very exciting. Also, for all of our audience members, we have a 10% off to Dos Luces for everyone here tonight and the audience members. So if you would go to cocabe.org/Dos Luces, feel free to enjoy a Peruvian chicha on us.
Now it is my honor to present the Colorado Association for Bilingual Education Lifetime Achievement Award. The Lifetime Achievement Award is the highest honor bestowed on any individual by the Colorado Association for Bilingual Education. This award has only been given to 2 other persons in the history of this organization. This year, the award is being presented to Flora Estela Sanchez. The award is given to an individual who has demonstrated through their actions and efforts a lifetime of achievement, a lifetime of having provided services and impact in Colorado for Colorado's students and families. Flora has been a bilingual educator for 30 years. Flora began her career in Fort Lupton at Twombly Primary School in Weld RE8 School District. Flora has taught in bilingual classrooms. But beyond that, and part of the reason for her recognition is that Flora has been a mentor. She has been a teacher of students, yes, but also of other teachers. She has provided a shoulder to lean on. She's provided encouragement, and she's provided her knowledge and her expertise. But more than anything else, she has made an impact on Colorado's bilingual education through her knowledge, her efforts, and her passion. Flora is deserving of this award, not because she was a Colorado Bilingual Teacher of the Year in past years, and not because she was the National Bilingual Teacher of the Year, not because she spent a couple of summers working to learn Spanish literacy at different universities in Spain, not because she helped us launch the Colorado Spanish Spelling Bee, but because so many teachers can look and say, Flora helped me be a better teacher. Her impact on Colorado's educational system, her impact on Colorado's bilingual students and communities, her impact on Colorado's teachers is worthy of our recognition. And it is for these reasons, y muchas más, that we celebrate Flora Sanchez and her lifetime of achievements for Colorado's bilingual education.
Buenas noches, amigos y colegas, y gracias a la mesa directiva de CABE por este reconocimiento. Qué sorpresa al recibirlo. El trayecto de mi carrera ha estado lleno de retos, aprendizaje, colaboración y logros. He sido afortunada de conocer a muchísimas personas que me han apoyado a cada paso. Déjenme tomar un momento para agradecerles a las 2 personas más importantes en mi vida, a mi querido padre y a mi preciosa madre. Los 2 fomentaron características en mí, tal como las ganas de aprender, el amor a la cultura y el abogar por la justicia. Por ellos logré comenzar esta carrera que tantas bendiciones me ha traído. Como educadores necesitamos recordar que la educación comienza en la casa y que debemos seguir involucrando a los padres durante este proceso. A ustedes, maestros, maestras y profesionales que se encuentran buscando miles de maneras para proveerle a sus alumnos una buena educación durante este tiempo tan inseguro. Los admiro y les deseo ánimo para que sigan adelante. Gracias de nuevo. Good evening, friends and colleagues, and thank you to the CABE board for this award. What a surprise upon receiving it. My journey in education has been filled with challenges, learning, collaboration, and successes. I have been fortunate to know many people who have supported me along the way. Let me take a moment to thank the two most important people in my life, my dear father and my loving mother. Both developed characteristics in me, such as the joy of learning, the love of culture, and the advocacy for justice. Because of them, I chose this career, which has brought me many blessings. We need to remember that the educational journey begins at home, and that we need to continue to include parents in the process. To you teachers and professionals who are finding a million ways to provide for our children with a quality education during this uncertain time, I admire you and encourage you to forge ahead. Blessings to all.
Muchas felicidades, Flora. You are an inspiration to all of us. We would like to spotlight you and give you another round of applause. Hi, Flora. Felicidades. And now our last prize tonight is Arturo Garcia's Giclée. And let's see who's the lucky winner of this beautiful piece of art signed by the artist. Have number 22, and the winner of Pájaro en Mano, Bird in the Hand by Arturo García is Jenny Rojas. Congratulations, Jenny. We'll be in touch with you to make arrangements for the shipping of the print.
Well, it's the end of the night, and I am so excited. I'm pumped for all of these great people that we're recognizing tonight. Don't forget to grab your free drink, courtesy of CABE, from your own refrigerator on your way out. I want to thank the committee for putting all of this together. But more than anything else, I want to thank you for donating generously to CABE. And I want to thank every single one of our award winners for all that they do every day. I'm going to call my Uber to take me home now. So have a pleasant evening.
Congratulations to the 2020 CO-CABE Award recipient.
We want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. You are here, we know you are here with us, acompañándonos esta noche. The BUENO Center for Multicultural Education, Gracias. Thank you for your continued support for this amazing organization. Thank you to CU Denver Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Education Program. Sheila, Liz, I saw you in the audience. Thank you for supporting the work that CO-CABE does for our students and teachers. Thank you, Metro State University Office of Equity and Inclusion and CU Denver School of Education and Human Development.
谢谢 and gracias to our giveaway donors, to Green Roof, to Tattered Covered Bookstore, Raíces, Luces, Arturo García Fine Art. And thank you to you, beautiful audience members, and those who made a donation. There would be no gala without you.